This is now our 10th conference, and it's the 5th that's hosted with the HPC Advisory Council. So Gilad Shainer they were sponsoring 6 years ago, and he came to me with the idea of hosting this in partnership with the HPC Advisory Council. Probably the best decision that I made, or I think that we made, and we've hosted it at this venue since then. So the HPC Advisory Council essentially takes care of everything for me now. All I have to do is show up. I think today I got here at about 8:55. So I just show up, they do everything, registration, work with all of the HPC Advisory Council members, looking for sponsors, and then also doing the outreach and registration, all of that. So it works very well. Also, they help provide all the content too. So it's been a partnership that has worked out very well. Later today, I hope the room fills up. I think we have over 290 people registered. They're just probably having a little trouble finding their way here right now, but I expect it to be fuller later in the day. But with that, I want to thank Gilad and the council for their past 5 years, of running this successful event with us, and I look forward to many more years with them too.
Again, before we start, I would like to thank our sponsors. So definitely, without the sponsors, we couldn't have the same coffee from 10 years ago, and replace the cookies with some fruits and bagels. So the sponsors have their tables place in the next room where you had the breakfast and you have lunch. So please go around and visit them and talk with them. Without their support, we wouldn't be able to run the event. Also want to thank Rich from insideHPC. He's going to videotape all of those sessions here and then post them after on insideHPC. So if you plan to make remarks or things like that, you're going to be on the videos. As Steve said, we have 2 days. The goal was to try to bring multiple topics, different topics that cover different areas in high-performance computing. We'll have 2 keynote sessions this morning. One from Pavel Shemish from Oak Ridge. So he's going to talk about Oak Ridge plans and some of the development that he's involved with. And then we're going to have a keynote from DK Panda from Iowa State University. Great supporter for HPC Advisory Council and goes with us to multiple areas, multiple conferences that we present around the world. So really appreciate all the support, DK. And then we have other sessions throughout the day. Tomorrow we'll have a session or a day that is kind of look outside of the traditional HPC space, in a sense that we'll have a keynote from eBay. So they're going to talk about how they use HPC for doing fraud detections and things of that sort. They might also discuss some of their plans for kind of non-traditional systems that they are exploring. We'll have a session throughout the days that's going to, again, look on different areas. We'll have a topic that's going to cover HPC music, or how music can be created using HPC systems, for example. So kind of taking HPC outside of the traditional way that we think about high-performance computing. So 2 days, Brian is the person that's kind of managing all the stuff here. So people that do present, make sure that Brian has their slides. So those slides can be here. We want to have live discussions. We like live discussions. So feel free to raise your hand and ask any questions that you want, or say any comment that you want to say. But we do also want to make sure that we keep on time. So for further discussions, there always can be, or further discussion can be always done offline, and there's the breaks that we have and lunch, so there is plenty of time. We're going to have a raffle on Tuesday afternoon, so for the people that stays here, there is a raffle at the end. And of course, as I said before, please don't forget to visit our sponsor throughout the 2 days. A few things about the council. The council is a non-profit organization that drive HPC education and adoption. So doing a lot of HPC outreach around the world. There are little bit higher, more than 400 member organizations as part of the HPC Advisory Council. So I would say many of the commercial vendors, universities, research labs, and other folks that help with doing all the activities that we're doing. Some of them are just listed here. We operate a compute center that consists of systems that were contributed by the members of the council. Those systems are available for people for doing development, benchmarking, testing, and any other things free of charge. So this is something that we provide for the community for doing all of those such activities. Access to the system can be requested through the HPC Advisory Council website if you'd like to get one. We start to explore more and more of different platforms. So last year we did the first publications around several usage models with GPUs and different kind of GPUs, and even GPUs or virtualized GPUs access and things of that sort. This year we'll continue to explore other capabilities as well as power and ARM and other options for building HPC systems. We'll release those publications later this year. We continue to do application best practices in the sense that we're exploring multiple applications and doing complete profiling to help people to understand how to optimize efficiencies and performance using different CPUs, different compilers, different libraries, different interconnects, and other things. All of those publications are on the website, and we continue to update them with new refresh cycles of new hardware or new software releases. We also have the University Award Program, where we help people to conduct research by giving them access to compute and storage capabilities if they don't have their own. Last 2 years, we gave the award to a person from Greece that is now in the US, which actually started a project of doing music using high-performance computing. And he will be presenting tomorrow his recent work in that area. We're also managing the student cluster competition, the international student cluster competition that happens every year in Germany. Last year we had 11 teams. I think they had extremely fun time working and building HPC. Pretty much the competition includes building a system as they wish, as long as it meets a specific power requirement. And then they need to run multiple applications and multiple benchmarks that can do optimization. So they are tested on both innovations in building a system and doing the software side. A few pictures. The team from South Africa won for the second year in a row. And then I think the number 2 and number 3 were the teams that came from China. This year we'll do it's going to be the fourth international competition in Germany. This time it's going to be in Frankfurt together with the International Supercomputing Conference. I think it's in July. We have 11 teams, some new teams, and it's good to see that there are new countries that's sending teams to the competition. So this is something that we do encourage and do want to see more countries participate in those competitions. We do plan around 8. Maybe we'll do one more. HPC Advisory Council Conference is around the year. We go from pretty much country to country and do a local session or local conference, bringing topics, similar topics, some different topics that meets more of the territory. And with that, we're trying to increase the education about around high-performance computing, as well as drive the usage of it for multiple applications. So all the publications that we are creating, it's on the website, hpcadvisorycouncil.com. We have the Facebook page, the Twitter page, all the social media capabilities for you to track us down. So with that, again, would like to welcome you. Good morning, everyone, and hopefully that you're going to have a great 2 days. If you have feedback, by the way, throughout the 2 days around the organization, the topics, and things of that sort, both Brian and myself will be more happy to hear, because that helps us to to do better from conference to conference.